Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. And welcome to a Saturday stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is, whatever day it is. I hope that the weekend is treating you well. Hopefully, you guys are having an outstanding Saturday or Sunday. And hopefully, you had a good Friday the 13th as well. I know not everybody gets as excited about Friday the 13th as I do, but every time it rolls around, I have to watch at least one slasher flick. It's just kind of a tradition. So I went with the most basic bitch of traditional Friday the 13th movies and actually watched the original Friday the 13th from back in ye olden times. So yeah, there you go. I don't know if you guys did that as well, but if so, hopefully you had a good Friday the 13th, and even if you don't treat it like a holiday, and hopefully it was a good one for you. And again, welcome to what I hope will be some hot resistance activities here in XCOM 2 today. Again, for those of you that may have missed the last stream, we had a little bit of a rough time with commander difficulty last time around, but we switched it over to veteran. We had a little more luck, and hopefully this campaign number 2, will be going a little better. For those of you that did not catch it, or if you did not see the stream title, spoiler alert, pro tip. You should definitely read the stream titles when you go into a stream, because oftentimes you will find information. There is a new command through Nightbot, !XCOM2, will take you to the Twitter machine for a extensive mod list if you're interested in what we're playing with as far as a mod list is concerned. It is not... So we kind of talked about this a little bit last stream, and I do want to address it. Like, 360 mods is a lot of stuff. And for you guys to have to go through that list one at a time, that really sucks. But I can tell you for a fact that all those mods are on the Steam Workshop. That's where I have downloaded them all from. I am using the community alternate mod load. We're starting with this shit already, huh? Anyway, I am using the AML, the community alternate mod launcher, because the 2K mod launcher included with XCOM 2 is butt cheeks. The community launcher is much better. But anyway, I want to at some point try to get you guys an actual collection set up on the Steam Workshop for those of you that want to play along at home. But for right now, I went ahead and just gave you a post on the Twitter machine so you would at least have something if you're interested in trying to play along. Now, I have to immediately caveat that by saying there are a couple of mods on that list that I had to remove. And those are specifically, and we didn't actually get to see them in the game, but they are the Gunslinger and the Vigilante, the Gunfighter and the Vigilante classes that were both primary pistol classes. The reason that I had to remove those is something, either those mods or the mods that they depend on for primary secondaries are not working correctly, and like the pistols that the characters are using are just floating out in the middle of wherever. So yeah, it's not working out very well right now. So I had to remove those. I may or may not try to put them back in at some point, but right now the animations are all goofy, and it wasn't looking very good, so I went ahead and removed them. We did not have anybody that had those classes currently anyway, so it's not going to affect anything. And so yeah, we'll see. I will try to get primary handguns back into the game if and when those mods get sorted out. I personally did not do anything to screw them up this time, I promise. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So Those are the only things that have been removed or changed, anything like that. Gonna be transparent with you, boss. I painted my adder with tiger stripes and made it painful orange since I don't own pink. Then filled it with 14 machine guns and ammo and gave it a tag for no reason. How's that for you? You're getting there. You're getting there. The Mech Bay Heresy gods would approve. You've still got a little ways to go yet. But the paint job alone, I think, gives you bonus points. The more garish the paint job, the better. You should always endeavor, and I say this whenever we play, whenever we play Mech Warrior or we play Battletech, like, I want them to see me coming. It doesn't matter if I'm in something that's 25 tons or 250 tons. I want them to see me coming. I've told y'all tales before of how I was a top-ranked world player in Battlefield 4 in tanks, and I used the solid white paint job. Motherfuckers called me Moby Dick, and I would dare people to come out there and fight me. Like, I want people to know where I am. I don't want there to be any doubt. Like, when you see death coming for you, I don't want it to be a surprise. I mean, if you're surprised, I want it to be a surprise because, like, you didn't expect an annihilator to move that fast, or you didn't expect the tank to be able to snipe you through the viewport from 5 miles away. Like, that's the surprise that I want to elicit from my I was gonna say victims, but not victims, from my targets. Not the surprise of, oh, I didn't see you. I always want them to know where I am, but I want them to be surprised by what I can do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. It's weird. It's a pride thing. I can't explain it. But anyway, and before we get started one last time, I did want to remind you guys, because it's going to come up here in just a few days. We are coming up on my 1-year anniversary, guys, believe it or not. And I guess technically I didn't plan anything for it. I didn't do anything special because I wasn't even really thinking about it until today. But the 17th of this month, which is just in a couple of days, will actually be the 1-year anniversary of me hitting go live for the first time. And that's not counting like the test streams and stuff that I did beforehand, but like, it'll be 1 year since I hit go live on that very first Delta V stream way back. And some of you, especially like Game Master Hub, who I always be sure to thank for showing up. A lot of you guys have been around for almost that entire time. It is insane to think about the fact that it has already been 12 months. It has already been an entire year since I started down this road, started this adventure. And I wanted to take a moment to tell you guys, whether you've been here for the entire time, whether you've been here for, a year or 6 months or 3 months or 1 month, or if this is even your first day, I want to thank you guys again. With all my being, with all my heart, I want to thank you for being here. Again, for making this community what it is, for supporting me, whether it was monetarily or just by being here, just by showing up and spending some time in the stream. Like, again, I appreciate all of the time that you spend here. I appreciate you guys being here and again, making this what it is. This community has grown to an insane degree beyond where it was even 6 months ago. Even 6 months ago, we didn't have this many people. So, like, again, and that is mostly you guys. Like, I've said before, I'm just the monkey out here putting on the show. You guys are the ones that are out there evangelizing me and trying to get people to show up and catching people with collateral gift subs, and like, all of that is almost entirely you guys. So, again, sitting here a year later when I wasn't even sure if this would work, I wasn't even sure if this would be a thing, if I could do it, if I could even keep it up for a prolonged period of time. Again, thank you guys. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to convey the emotion of just, you know, that the feeling of knowing again that I'm putting out content that you guys enjoy, that I have created a community that you enjoy being a part of. But thank you again. All of this is only possible because of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because without you, none of this would be what it is. So, anyway, all that mushy and emotional stuff out of the way, chat. We have got an alien menace to defeat, by God. And they ain't gonna defeat themselves. So what say we get over to the game, shall we? If you're having trouble keeping it up, you should try Viagra. Look here, EW. Brewster Buffalo says, the Saturday streams are at this point a weekly ritual for me. Great way to turn off my brain after a week. And honestly, Brewster, that was my intent all along. I've told you guys before, that's why I try to keep a pretty regular stream schedule. I try to be as reliable as I can. Because I want you guys to have something that you can like, this is something you can plan your Saturday around. You know, it's just like, you can come into the stream, you can hang out, you can paint minis, you can read a book, you can read an article, you can just, you know, lay there with your head down and try to catch some Z's while you listen to me ramble about random stuff. Like, that's what I wanted from the stream, was to give everybody, you know, a reliable place to just hang out and chill and relax. And, you know, like I always say, the world is kind of a shitty place right now for a lot of people, and I don't want you to have to think about that while you're here. I want you to just, let's have some fun, let's play some games, let's talk about nerd shit, and let's just pretend like none of that goofy shit, none of that terrible stuff is going on in the world for at least a few hours. Don't watch the news, King Bob. Don't watch the news. The news is terrible. Anyway, to the game, chat. I'm over here getting distracted, getting emotional, and you, it's all your fault. You did this. But anyway, again, for those of you... Oh, you got a minute. Well, I don't know what that means, but I won't pry. I won't pry. But anyway, for those of you that don't remember, chat, I will remind you right now the way that the game works. You should be getting game sound now, but remember, whenever I mouse out of the window, whenever I lose focus on the game because it's in windowed mode, we're going to lose the sound. So again, nothing I can do about that, but I apologize in advance. Not even on the Discord. Try to be ready when you start, and it's going to... It is going great the last few times. Well, Black Hydra, remember, it costs absolutely nothing to join the Discord, and a lot of these folks are over there as well. So, even if you're not a huge Discord fan, like, I was not a huge Discord user before I started streaming. I didn't even have a Discord. Like, the thing is, Erst is the one that set up the Discord, and he runs the Discord. He is the ultimate moderator of the Bad Tactical Decision Discord. Sierra helps him a little bit, I help him a little bit, but ultimately it's his show. It was entirely his idea, because I don't have the time to run and moderate a Discord in my spare time. And you know, I don't say it enough, but I appreciate Erst and everybody else that's helping over there. Because the Discord has given the folks that maybe don't like the Twitter machine, don't want to engage with the Twitter machine, or don't hang out on the YouTubes or anything like that, like it has given those people a place to hang out as well. And I've become a lot more active on Discord than I used to be as a result. So, you know, that's the thing, is that was not me. That was entirely Erst and some other members of the community. So thank you to those folks. You know who you are. King Bob says, I'm building a children's hospital. The news came, and I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I talked to the news crew about it. Oh, well, holy shit, King Bob. I mean, building a children's hospital is a hell of a thing. So, number one, congratulations on being on the news. That's a big deal. But also, I mean, let's just take a moment to acknowledge somebody who's building a children's hospital. Like, that's a hell of a thing all by itself. Ernst has been charging me $5 a week to be in the Discord. Well, friend aid, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I used to tell people when I was in the fan sub community, and people would email me and they would complain about how such and such website charged them money for one of our subs, and I would immediately respond with, "And you were stupid enough to pay?" I don't think I'm the problem in that equation, personally. So I'm just saying. Lies and slander. Well, of course you'd say that, Ernst. I mean, that's exactly what a guy taking money from people would say. But that's okay. I don't judge. I mean, you know, you gotta have that side hustle. You gotta have that side hustle. The world's full of idiots that are willing to give you their money. All you gotta do is figure a way to get it out of their pockets. And you have clearly figured it out, so there you go. Anyway, chat. So, we finished off, I believe, if I remember correctly, we had just finished up the second campaign run through, basically the mission that introduces the new factions, the Reapers and the Skirmishers. So obviously Mox got captured by the Chosen because that's just part of the mission, that's just a thing that happens. And we did get to keep the Reaper operative. We're currently working on clearing out some alien debris here and there. With actually, the game is complaining that I have unstaffed engineers. So let me see, can we can in fact put in, because I don't know how we managed to do it, but we've actually got 3 engineers, which is great because that gives us the ability to clear out a bunch of this stuff. Now, we don't have a whole lot of facilities right now. We could build the resistance ring, or we could build a power relay. Honestly, I think I'm gonna build the resistance ring, now that I think about it, because the resistance ring is actually really good. The resistance ring allows us to use resistance orders, which will allow us to make modifications to some of the things going on in the game world. And also, incidentally, it will give us the ability to do things like recruit more operatives. So the resistance ring is actually really good. And also, I'm getting a fucking text message, and I could swear that I turned the ringer off on my phone. So let me do that. God bless America. My phone is being stupid right now. There we go. Reset the custom characters to be operatives instead of VIPs. Yeah, so when I went in and I initially created some of the character pool characters, including myself, one of the things that I kind of made a mistake because I didn't realize how the game was going to handle it, is I set the character pool people to be able to show up as soldiers or VIPs. And I didn't remember, like it didn't register in my brain, that the game front loads itself by giving you a shitload of like scientists and engineers and stuff at the very, very beginning. And so pretty much the entire character pool got cleared out as engineers and scientists rather than soldiers at the very beginning. So I did change that out so that most of the character pool soldiers will in fact be soldiers by default. So yeah. And for those of you that don't know, if you were on the list of names, viewer names before, I did go ahead and put all those people back in after the failed campaign because we failed the campaign because of my stupidity, and I didn't want to penalize the people because I know I've made the buying yourself into the game very expensive, but I didn't want the people that had spent their money on it to essentially have wasted those points. So yeah, but we'll go ahead and we're gonna build the resistance ring. We've already got the guerrilla tactics school, and we've already got somebody training in there. As far as our recruits go, again, we have leveled up all of our soldiers. We have this Hamoud guy, who is the only unnamed soldier, and they will be getting their name as soon as they get done training. And then we'll have a full, well, mostly full roster. Of course, I'm always going to be trying to recruit more rookies if I can, because we're going to have covert operations and other things going on, so we're going to need bodies. And I see it, Sierra Hydration incoming. But yeah, without further ado, how about we stop John and we get into some hot tactical gameplay. Uh-oh, we got a cutscene. Is this is the chosen cutscene? Yeah, it is. Okay, we already saw that. So that was the chosen introduction cutscene. We watched that on the first playthrough.
The Reapers. They're an elusive bunch, but this is their headquarters.
Central.
We can scan at this location now to start benefiting from our newfound cooperation.
So this is the commander. Dragonova spoke highly of you and the rest of your team. Trust me, that does not happen often. You are all welcome here.
Riker.
I will admit I had some
Can I have control of the game?
But from what I hear, this skirmisher, Mox, was captured protecting one of my own.
I guess.
Reapers have long memories, Commander. We will honor our end of the deal. Volk, out.
Your tenacity could prove your undoing, Commander.
Thank you, Riker.
Seek a fight with me.
All right, so we've got a couple of things we can do here. I think we were working on this resource cache before. So we could do that. We could stay here at Reaper HQ and gain intel. We don't really need intel right now. We will definitely need intel later in the game, but this early, I think we focus on supplies, because currently we've only got 25 supplies. So let's head back to this resource cache, and we'll start trying to get these supplies as we train some folks and do some research and wait for an operation.
I take it. New objective added.
There we go. So this is where they're going to have us do the skulljack, which is good because that'll allow us to do the proving ground next.
People are standing by for your orders.
Let's see, we could do resistance communications.
The link between the local subordinates and the Advent network tower itself.
Commander, if we're going to try to build
I don't remember.
Skulljack that ties
Okay,
you
there we
networks,
go.
We're going to
So
need a
we can get the
specialized
battle
facility to test it
scanner
out.
from... Alright, so we can do the sectoid autopsy. Yeah, supply is very important. So if you don't know, if you've never played XCOM 2, supply is basically your money. Megas, we did complete that mission, but that was in the Scuffed campaign. The first campaign was a failure, we had to start over. We did finish the mission, but then there were all the cutscenes and stuff. But we could do the sectoid. The sectoid initially just gives us the mind shield, but it does lead the way into psionics. We could also do the Advent Trooper, which gives us part of the research to upgrade our swords, but it also gives us the battle scanner. And the battle scanner is actually really good. Like, you basically, it's got this huge throw range, and it's just eyes. Like, it lets you see an area remotely. So, like, the battle scanner and the sectoid are both really good researches. I don't know. We could do experimental weapons. I'm not a huge fan of... I talked about this last stream. I'm not a huge fan of most of the weapons that you get from experimentals, but the Frost Bomb is dope. The Frost Bomb is awesome. The battle scanner reveals faces. I don't know if it does with the mods that I'm currently running. Yeah, I think we'll do the Advent Trooper autopsy first to get the battle scanner, because recon is going to keep our people alive. We have ways of dealing with sectoids in the early game, not the least of which is the flashbang.
I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent Trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised its most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
Yeah, so we'll do the Trooper first, then we'll do the sectoid. Again, it's only 3 days apiece, so it shouldn't be a huge detriment to our time.
But there is one thing I miss more.
enough, Tygan. We don't need to hear any more about the burgers. I'm already hungry. Don't make it worse.
Strategic resource located.
All right, we got 62 supplies. Not quite as much as I was hoping for, but that's something at least. So next up, because we don't currently have any operations, and I got a feeling the operations are probably going to pop here pretty soon, we'll go ahead and see if we can go to this abandoned colony and pick up some rookies.
My service to the gods.
I don't think we'll finish this before we get interrupted. We got 5 hours on our last trainee, so we'll have to address that. We've also got 20 hours on the Advent Trooper. So we're getting close, All right, here we go. So, Squatty Hamoud has been trained as an assault class. So let's get in there and name him. Let's get in there and put that name on him.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team.
Let me see here.
But as
We
it
go
stands,
to
we have
view
people still waiting
soldiers,
for
and where
assignments.
is Hamoud?
We can
There
have him
he
working
is.
on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
And apparently he is Saudi. So let's have a look. Who is next on the list? Who is next on the list? Ah, here's a name. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, hold on. Like, I was looking at the list of names and I was like, wait a minute. I feel like I've already put some of these people in, and some of these people I did not put in yet. And then I realized I was looking at the list from like 8 months ago. So, let me go ahead and switch over to the correct page. There we go. And the next person on our list is gonna be Crappy Sniper, which is kind of sad because he's playing as an assault class this time around. Unfortunately, that's just the way that the names go. And so for those of you that don't know, if you're on the Discord, if you want to have any kind of input on the way that your soldier looks, then you need to join the Discord. You need to get access from Erst. He should be handling it automatically, but Erst will give you access to the Discord board that lets you contact me about what you want. But otherwise, what you see right here is what you're going to get. You are going to get the XCOM onesie, the body condom, and the buzz cut. That's what you get if you don't tell me what you want your character to look like. And XJ Phoenix says, hey Maria, just popping in to resub. Hope your gaming stream rocks. Well, I'm glad to see you again, XJ. Thanks for dropping in. And feel free to stick around for a while if you like, and if not, that's fine too. I understand. It's the weekend. People got stuff going on. So, thank you for the resub, all the same. And as always, we appreciate every minute you choose to spend here. Yeah, body condom. Don't get me wrong, like, the XCOM onesie is, like, this is a very detailed and very cool model. I don't know who came up with this, but I really like this model. Like, it is very evocative of the original XCOM personal suit. If any of you out there have played the original XCOM, so. But anyway, so there we go. We got Crappy Sniper in there. That means we now have a full roster of named soldiers. All of them have gotten their promotions. So now we just gotta wait around for an operation, and we'll send out our first squad. Yeah, nice and snug. Gives you that warm and cozy feeling.
I think you will find our results have exceeded
All right, there we go. We finished up the
Despite a
trooper,
thorough analysis,
the trooper
I've yet to
research.
discover what, if any,
And
advantage
Wreck-It
the
Carl
Advent hybrid
resubscribing
soldiers'
for a
enormous eyes
third
provide.
month with some emotes in
Testing
the
their
chat.
visual
Thank you,
acuity
Wreck-It Carl,
will no
for the
doubt
3 months of
difficult.
support, and welcome back to the cult of bad tactical decisions. Good to see you on a Saturday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And there we go, battle scanner. So next up we'll do the sectoid autopsy.
Though I was never witness to one myself, countless observers attest to the existence of a much smaller, less intimidating variant of the sectoid that took part in the original invasion. In the time since, this new being, the product of clear genetic manipulation,
Stupid
is
sexy
now a
glanders.
familiar face to our forces operating in the field.
Alright, there we go. So we'll get the sectoid up. So what that's going to do is the mind shield is going to be the immediate get for completing the sectoid research. That will give us some defense against mind control and other psionic powers. But the long-term benefit is that it will give us access to... God bless it. I was pretty sure I put an engineer in here. Anyway, the long-term benefit is that it will eventually give us access to the psionics, which is gonna be good. I don't... What was I going to the barracks for? Oh, right. I wanted to go to engineering so that we could look and see... Okay, they just want supplies for the battle scanner. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna buy one, even though it's 30 supplies, because the battle scanner is super good. And I'll show you. We'll take it in on the next mission, and I'll show you. Yeah, the Mind Shield is pretty good against the Psychic Chosen. The Mind Shield is just good in general, but
I got a report of some creaking down
it's
by
good
the
to get it
attic lift
early.
yesterday.
It's
I
good
just
to
hope
get
it's
it
not
early.
metal fatigue.
The only problem is you have to have a sectoid corpse in order to make one. And so in the default game, sectoids stop showing up pretty much after a certain point. And so it becomes really hard to make mind shields if you don't kill a bunch of sectoids. I have some mods in the game that kind of balance that out so that you'll still see some of the early game enemies in the late game. Like really, the only early game enemy that you see in the late game in vanilla is a lot of Vipers, because Vipers are like area control units and they're really fucking annoying, so of course they get to stay in the game. But the sectoids, the mutons, the Vipers, the drones, like all of that stuff that kind of disappears in the mid to late game, it will continue to show up with the mods that I have, or supposed to anyway. Yeah, King Bob, I have trouble remembering how the game works in vanilla as well sometimes. Alright, so there we go. We cleared out some more alien debris. Unfortunately, I
Now that
think...
members of the Resistance factions have joined us on the
Yeah.
Avenger, I thought you might want an area where you can meet to organize
So
and
the
plan
resistance
future
ring is going to
operations
take up the
together.
remainder of the power that we have. I think in this area, so I want to get down here to the exposed power coils because they'll give us a huge boost in power. But for right now, it's going to take us a long time to get down there, and I don't want to compromise our facilities just yet. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and build a power relay for now. We will get rid of this and put something else here eventually. But for right now, we're going to need more power, because once we get the resistance ring, it's gonna take up what's left of our power. So we'll build a power relay for now. We will move them down here once we get access to those areas. If it wasn't for the vast majority of Vipers being I mean, look. I'm just gonna say, I personally am okay with the Vipers having boobs. And them being hyper supremacist, also okay. I like a Dami Mommy Snake. Wait, what? Anyway, chat, let's get back to the operations. Let's continue to try to get our hands on these
Nothing
rookies.
on the local comms.
Oh, here we go.
Advent's been quietly.
So here's our
Guessing we
retaliation
have you to
mission.
thank for that.
We're gonna have to go in, we're gonna have to save some civilians. Hopefully this one will go better. So, for those of you that were not here last stream, this is the mission that effectively scuffed our campaign last time around when we were playing on Commander difficulty. Hopefully it will be a little more manageable this time, but at the same time, retaliation missions are still pretty tough, especially in the early game. But let's go ahead. What do we got? We got no sit rep.
There's a good chance
Wow.
they'll show up to
Operation
interfere,
Goat
so we
Bearer.
should plan accordingly.
That's a hell of a name. They are bearing the goat.
Setting course for Sector
Well, let's go get
15,
that goat,
West
chat.
Asia.
Yeah, the original start got scuffed. Again, I have a lot of mods that make this game more difficult, and we also had the game on Commander difficulty, and after 4+ years of me not having played this game, it was a little bit too much all at once. And yeah, so we had to scuff that campaign because it was basically a run-ender. We only had like 6 soldiers left. All right, let's see. Who do we got? We got the Squatty Marauders. So Marauders are basically bullpup double shooters. We got Rook in Elijah Snow, and yes, this appearance was determined by Elijah. Then we've got our Gunner. We've got a Gunner in Frinde. We've got another Rook with Ven. I think we're gonna swap out Ven on this one. And we want to take, let me see. I mean, it couldn't hurt to take either. We could take Nokarian for the flamethrower. We could take Jotunbane as a paramedic for a little bit of healing. Or we could go Assault. So the thinking here with the Assault is in the retaliation missions, you have to rescue people. Having people who can move a lot and are aggressive is going to be very helpful with that. Yeah, this is the classic, or the remixed classic XCOM soundtrack. I think we take an Assault. Let's get crew card in here. Let's get somebody with a shotgun in here. And let's see. I think we'll go ahead and give crew card the med kit. Except we need to unequip the barracks, accept. And that should give me, there we go, the med kit. And I want, let's see. Because we got 2 people with grenade launchers, that's gonna give us some good AoE. I think we'll give Elijah the flashbang. Actually, you know what? Let's take the battle scanner. The battle scanner, I told you guys I would show that off, so let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, chat, here we go. Should have requested machine gun shotgun or grenade launcher shotgun instead of machine gun grenade launcher. I mean, you're not technically in the game yet. I could make that happen.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
But again, I have no control over what class you end up in the game at this point. Like, I can set it in the character pool, and as long as we have progressed far enough in the game, then it'll bring you in as the class that I have you set as, I think. But this early with rookies, yeah, that's not really gonna be a thing. But anyway, let's get started, chat. Let's get started. We're an hour into the stream and we're only just now starting the first mission, but let's make it hot.
We just picked up an emergency signal from one of the resistance camps. The aliens are sweeping the whole area, taking out anyone they can find. We're moving in to put a stop to it, to protect as many people as we can. Secure the site and neutralize all hostile contacts.
Alright, you heard the man, chat. God, look at that dropship. It's beautiful.
One of those chosen is leading an assault on the resistance encampment in this area. Our people are doing what they can to fight back, but we need to help protect the civilians trapped nearby.
Alright, so they're just straight up
There's a
confirming
group
that
of
the Chosen
resistance
is on
soldiers
this
hunkered
mission.
down not far from your position. Move in and help fend off the attacking alien forces. These two are working together like a well-oiled machine. As long as we keep them close to
All
each
right.
other in the field, they'll reap various tactical benefits as their bond continues to grow.
So there's 19 civilians on the map. theoretically. And we need to save at least 6 of them. But for every civilian that we successfully save, the amount of money that we get from this region every month will go up. So it does benefit us to save as many civilians as possible. Colonel Sanders, Adam Jensen, and a BDSM couple as a team. All the body condoms and the suit. Yeah, I mean, Elijah is having some big main character energy right now because he's the only person, and I got onto y'all, for those of you that are in the Discord, that are on the XCOM, like, I got on y'all earlier because you have no imagination. Everybody was like, I just want short hair and a beard, and I'm like, alright, fine. Elijah was like, I want white suit, white hair, I want this, I want that. I was like, alright, I can do that, I can do that. I mean, it isn't exactly the way you're going to envision it because it's XCOM 2. I mean, the cosmetic options are still a little bit limited, but I'm just saying, like, you get what you ask for. If you ask for nothing, you don't get to complain. You get the body condom and the buzz cut. That's what you get. Anyway. Yeah, I will try to save them all, King Bob. Unfortunately, the aliens usually get a few of them at least. Let me see. I tell you what. This is a good opportunity to show off the battle scanner, but I'm gonna move. Let's move Elijah up real quick. And then let's throw the battle scanner, and like you could see, we got a huge throw range on this thing. So I'm gonna throw it like over here. And by the way, if you throw the battle scanner, it does not trigger pods. Like, it will show you pods, but it won't trigger them. Oh, don't worry, Sierra. You... Oh, shit. I right-clicked. My bad. I can't take these backsies, that one. That was a mistake. I hope that doesn't get friend aid killed. But yeah, we're gonna move up as best we can. Try to get up here to where these civilians are. Get some eyes on the enemy before they start killing all the civilians. Okay, so there's a pod. We don't have to worry about concealment on this one because there is no concealment on retaliation missions. Oh wow, they
Advent isn't backing off. They've got units in the AO that are ignoring.
Yeah,
our
they're killing the
forces just to
resistance
get a better
soldiers.
shot at the civilians. Take those bastards down.
So all of a sudden we don't have any backup on this one. Oh crap. There's another pod wandering in. Alright, so we got 2 sectoids on the field. This could be real bad real quick. First thing we need to do is we need to get friend aid into some motherfucking cover. Actually, I tell you what. I think what we do instead is he's gonna be flanked. He's gonna be flanked. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking of the best way to handle this sectoid, right? Because, like, I want to face us this direction towards the larger pod. But I also don't want to go too far this direction and risk triggering another pod. So we got to get rid of this dude's cover. We can use a grenade to do that. We can use a rocket to do that. Like, we have options. So I think what I'll do is we'll move crew card up a little bit. I'm not going to fire with him just yet. Then we'll move friend aid. Put them into some cover here.
Agreed.
And then we're going to use one of these grenades to do some damage to the sectoid and also hopefully blow up that cover. Oh, don't worry, Sierra. There's still chrysalids in XCOM 2. We haven't gotten to that part in the campaign yet. But they are definitely in, and they are just as dangerous. Maybe more so. Oh, I remember Troubleshooter. I remember. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's then immediately... Oh, 95. Well, that's basically a guaranteed miss. But let's take the shot, chat. Let's see if we can get this sectoid in the bag. Outstanding. Crew card with the big buckshot energy. Outstanding. Outstanding. Alright, so we've got Vio here with the bullpup. They've also got a grenade launcher. We don't really have a good angle on anyone at the moment. Where did that other sectoid go? Chad, I'm not crazy, right? Like, there was another sectoid. There was one in this pod. Because he was, like, over in this direction, and then he shot this guy, and now he's gone. Oh, did he fall back? Okay. So let me see here. I'm trying to think of what's gonna be the best move. I mean, we could take the high ground, Anakin. Is that... Nah, it's not gonna give us a shot. That's no good. Let's see, we got Elijah over here. That's all half covered. Remember, chat, in XCOM 2, half cover is no cover. Those are the rules. I'll make the rules. I want to get Elijah to full cover, but I don't think there's a way to do that and still have him overwatch, unfortunately. So, if we do this, we do have a shot. So I think we'll move here. We'll get Vio up. I'm gonna take this shot, but 78% actually isn't that bad. Okay, we got eyes on the sectoid again. 78% is not bad on this Advent Trooper, though. I think we take the chance. Because he's only got 3 health. If we hit this guy, we kill him. So we're basically rolling the dice. If we can hit him, we take him out. And Vio player has failed me. Shame on you. Alright, so we can get Elijah up here, but he's only gonna have a shot at the sectoid, and I don't think... I mean, the chances to hit the sectoid are gonna be pretty small. So I think we take the better option and just get Elijah into full cover. Yeah? And Enu Natu saying 80% hit in XCOM is 0. This is true. 80 is 0. And 95 is also... I mean, everything is 0. If it's not 100%, it's 0. That's just how it is. And Urs gifted a sub to Anunatu as well. Thank you, Urs, for the gift sub. And Anunatu, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, where you goofballs feel the need to gift sub everybody in the chat that isn't already a sub. But thank you, Urs, for the gift sub. Alright, so... Sectoid is still over here. We might try the same play. Try to use a grenade launcher to take out his cover. Because otherwise, I mean, we could try to get Vio up to the high ground. If we get Vio up to the high ground, he does have a shot at the sectoid. Let's move him up there at least, and we'll see what kind of shot he has. 55, that's not great. That is not great. Alright, well here's something we can do. We can move up Elijah and get a flank shot on this Advent Trooper. So we'll definitely take that shot. There we go. There we go. Troubleshooter says, sub-chatters are friendos, unsub-chatters are lonely orphans who you need to protect. I mean... whatever gets you out of bed in the morning, I guess. Alright, let's see. We got friend aid with the big gun energy. Do you have a shot? We do. Alright. So let's go ahead and move up friend aid. We don't quite have the part yet. Like, normally, the gunners will eventually get the opportunity to fire guns that will shred the terrain. We're not quite there yet. We're still in the early game. But we'll get there. Alright, I think. I don't know why Crew Card's movement is so... Like, he has such a short range of movement. Tell you what, though. Let's run over here and grab this loot. Oh man, look at that. Look at that! We got all kinds of good stuff. We got a data cache for some intel. We got an Illyrium core for research. Advanced laser sight and Mel. Good shit. Good shit. Nah, we don't... I want to save run and gun for now. Because I don't know exactly what we're going to run into yet. So I don't want to use run and gun just yet. Someone out there who's looked at sectoids and went, I have sexual thoughts about that, and I'm not shaming them, but I question why. I agree. You know me, we're all degenerates here. But at the same time, there's that part of me that's like, I want you to imagine that moment with Ryan Reynolds from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. But why? But why? Anyway, let's see. We could use a grenade. We've already got the gunner on Overwatch. So, here's what I think we do. We hit them with the grenade, it's gonna destroy their cover, it's gonna force them to move, and then hopefully our heavy gunner catches them out when they try to move to new cover.
Live grenade!
That's the plan, anyway, with this move. Alright, so we didn't get the full 4 damage. That's okay. Again, so you're gonna move, and then let's see if we can get the kill. Alright, we did not get the kill, but we did get a graze. So hopefully we'll be able to get the kill on this guy next time around.
There's a large group of civilians pinned down within range of your position. Sensors indicate hostile forces are closing in fast. We need to get in there before the aliens slaughter those people.
If you say so, Central. Alright, so first things first, I'm the realist. Let's get Elijah up here again. He's gonna take the flanking shot. 95% flank. Beautiful, beautiful.
Who's keeping score?
They're Xenos until we realize they're
resistance team is in
breedable.
the clear.
I mean, they're still
They're moving to help
Xenos,
the
but
other
at that point,
survivors.
they become differently colored and shaped, toys. Alright, we could charge up into this area, but again, I really don't like running the risk of triggering more pods. I'm trying to see where all the full cover is. Let's see. Yeah, the cover is just butt cheeks. Like, all this open ground, I don't like it. It's very dangerous. But let's get crew card up here. We'll see what we can see. We got nothing. Alright, that's actually kind of insane. Alright, let's move up Bio. Still no pod. You're gonna give me the mission that easy, game. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Alright, let's get friend aid over here. We'll flank around a little bit. I wanna make sure that we keep at least 2 people together at all times. What I don't want to do is clump 3 people together and have one out there by themselves. XCOM Chimera Squad, there's a Viper strip club and a mission with a human dude and a Viper sharing a dwelling. Look, we can do without the fan fiction Swiftdraw. Like, I get it. I've already stated my appreciation for Snake Girl Dame Mommies. You don't have to write us your fanfic in the chat to go with it. Most of us most of us at least have an imagination where it pertains to that kind of stuff. XCOM. Okay, there we go. I feel like XCOM was having a moment. Yeah, XCOM is definitely having a moment. Holy shit, a resistance fighter actually got a kill. That is insane. The resistance out here actually putting in work. I'm aware, Swiftdraw. I've seen that. I've seen it. I'm just, as always, giving you a hard time. And you are not rolling with it. Fuck. Man, resistance going fucking ham out here. They are on a roll today. Alright, let's see. Crew card. What can you see? What can you get to? I feel like the answer is not a whole lot at the moment. However, we could get up here and put you on Overwatch if we have run and gun, right? Chat, can you Overwatch? Can you run and gun into Overwatch? I don't remember. Because what I want to do is I want to get crew card right up here into this full cover and have them Overwatch to try to cover this flank. Well, I guess that's not even that good an idea because they've got a shotgun, so you're not going to be doing a whole lot of Overwatching with a shotgun, so maybe that's not a great idea. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll get Vio up here to the car. See what we can see. Alright, we still got nothing. But I'm gonna go ahead and put Vio on Overwatch. We definitely need to get Elijah up here into the action. So let's go ahead and move up to the car here. Friendane, you can't actually get up high, can you? Nah, there's no way to get up there. That's alright. We can get you up to here. Get you into some full cover, because I want to try to protect this flank. Like, basically, if they're all coming from this direction, I want to try to get some shots on them. And then what we'll do as, I guess, a reserve movement is I'll move... God, I hate half cover, though. I really hate half cover. Alright, let's move crew card over here. I'll give up the left flank on this occasion because I feel like the majority of the enemies are over here.
At first, Advent deployed non-lethal stun units for crowd control.
Yeah, Twitch is being Twitch. I'm not surprised.
We don't see a whole lot of that anymore.
XCOM. There you go. Oh, looks like we got our first Advent Grenadier. We'll have to be careful of them, because those grenades can hurt. Resistance is still out here putting up a fight. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. They're getting a lot of grazes, but you know what? That's damage that we're not going to have to do. So I'll take it. Alright, here we go. So Friendane, you're up next. I don't think you're gonna have much of a shot from here. But I think we move up here.
Watch my back.
Next turn, you're gonna... Oh, why? Fuck's sake, why? The misclick of the century. Jesus Christ. Like, I clicked here, but it thinks I clicked here, so now Friendane is flanked. Jesus. Alright, well that did not go the way that I was planning. And suddenly, Friendane is in danger. We got a whole lot of nothing. I mean, we got a shot on the stun lancer. I think we gotta take it. Who are you bonded with? I forget. Oh shit. Chat, we can use the bond. I can use the bond. So one of the things that you can do when teammates are bonded, one of the first things they get is teamwork, where you can basically have one of your characters give one of their action points to the other bond mate. So we can do that. Let's do that. Teamwork. That way we can get friend aid out of that position. And get friend aid where I actually anticipated them to be. Let's see. I think now is when we use run and gun. Now is when we use run and gun. Only 35%. Shit. I was hoping to have a better shot than that. It's alright. Tell you what we can do. We can just, like, make this entire corner of the building not exist anymore. But we know that the Chosen are here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take the 35%. I was hoping to have a better shot than that. Holy shit. Crew card got it. You know, got a fair bit of chug. Don't know if anyone else is experiencing it. Alright, let me check. Apologies, chat. You're gonna lose sound. Because I gotta tab out of the game. Let me see. Ethernet is good. Let me double check. Bitrate is... yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a bitrate issue. If you're getting chug right now, it looks like it's a Twitch issue because their server is going wacko right now. Like, their server is all over the place at the moment. Yeah, Twitch is just twitching. On my side, everything is good. The connection is good. The CPU and performance is good. We're not running hot. It's just Twitch. Like, there is definitely some dropped packets going to Twitch right now. Chat, we can give it a minute and see if it starts I mean, yeah, there's not a lot I can do with it on this one. Yeah, it's just how it be, but, you know, I don't want you guys to be catching a choppy stream. I'd rather you be able to watch. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything I can do. I know a lot of you probably don't want to do it, but one thing that you might be able to do, words, chat, they're hard. One thing that you can maybe do is try turning the stream quality down a little bit to decrease the lag on the stream. I don't promise anything. It might just make the stream look worse. But that might help improve if you're having issues. But like I said, if it's a server issue, if it's a Twitch issue, there's fuck all that I can do about that, unfortunately. It does look like things are coming back up, though. Let me see. Yeah, bitrate appears to be leveling out a little bit. Chet, is the performance any better now, or is it still chopping? Because it looks like it's leveling out a little bit. Alright, hopefully, Twitch will unfuck itself. Come on, Bezos. Get your shit together, dude. Alright, let's roll Vio up here.
Heading over.
And we'll see if we can get shots on these guys. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Hopefully we get shots on this drone and the stun lancer. I really want to get the drone out of the picture now because of their stun ability. And then the stun lancer is going to be next.
Dead.
Alright, now, let's see. Elijah gave up one of their action points. But I think we'll move him up here into full cover. And there's the faceless. We were gonna run into him eventually. Oh, of course. Of course. Well, at least you flanked a civilian and not friend aid. What the fuck are you doing? I can't... Whatever's going on up there, I can't see it. But everybody's gonna be clearing out right now on account of the faceless. Man, they are going ham on these civilians right now. Yeah, XCOM cameraman is drunk. The ecto cooler was spiked. Come on, Resistance guys. I need you to defend yourself just a little bit longer. I'm close. I'm close. Man, they are making some 1 in a million shots. It's actually kind of impressive. Alright, we can get friend aid in here. We can take a shot at the stun lancer. The only problem is, if we don't get the shot on the stun lancer, our boy is gonna get stunned. So I think what we do instead, chat, I think we go balls deep. I think we stick the minigun barrel right between this dude's legs and pull the trigger. Let's do it.
Yes.
Now we got the flank shot on this donkey. 99%, which means we're gonna get a graze. Let's do it. Yeah? God damn.
We're going to do this.
Fucking laid that man out with 8 damage. And swift draw gift and 1,500 Bezos bucks. Yeah? The lack of bayonet in this game is a travesty. I agree. I mean, you get the you get the sword, but that's the closest thing. Like I wish they would give you the bayonet. That would be cool. But that's the next best thing. That's the next best thing. 12.7 in the crotch. That's best I can do is 12.7 in the crotch. Alright, let's get crew card up here. And let us see.
We've heard
Alright.
rumors about some kind of shapeshifters.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is it.
Okay. Thank you. What I kinda wanna do
Don't even think about it.
is put some damage in this direction. But I think what I'll do instead, because crew card has the shotgun, I think we put him on Overwatch. If the faceless makes a move, that'll be a good way to get some free damage. Now for some strange reason, even though the faceless is right here, we can't see them? Oh, because sheet metal. Got it. Alright. Then can we see them from here?
Doing that.
The answer is still no. What the hell, XCOM? Like, I want to put a grenade right here, but I don't know if there's any civilians in the area still. Is it on the floor above? No. It's down here. It's like right here. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm debating because we still haven't seen the Chosen. And that's, like, my concern is that we still have to worry about the Chosen showing up. Here's what we'll do. We'll move Elijah here. We know that there's gonna be a faceless probably coming out of that window. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everybody on Overwatch. Okay, I was hoping that we'd get Overwatch on the faceless, but I guess this works too. That's a big oof. That's a big oof. I was hoping to get the Overwatch with the shotgun.
They're firing at me.
Alright, so Faceless is moving. Oh no shit, he was on the second floor. How about that? That is my mistake. That is my mistake. Ah shit. Ah shit. I can't. Holy shit. Crew card didn't just dodge a bullet, he just dodged a giant clawed fucking hand. Good on you, crew card. Cause that could have been bad, my brother. That could have been very bad. Alright, so we gotta do something about these guys on the backside. They are just laying into these civilians. We gotta do something about it. I kinda wanna just take the point blank shot with the shotgun on the faceless. But my fear is what happens if I fail. I mean, we could just go up high. Take the high ground like they did. But we really gotta deal with this faceless, though. That's the problem. Alright, let's do this. And we're gonna give him the business. 100% chance. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Alright. I think we're gonna have to finish him off with Elijah. Can Elijah do the job, is the question. Let's hope 85 is enough. Outstanding, outstanding. There we go.
Negative. Weapons dry.
That's okay, that's okay. Now let's move up Friend Aid. Friend Aid has got a flank on the Stun Lancer, which is good. With 95% chance to hit, I think we take the shot. Outstanding. Outstanding. That's why I love the heavy guns in the early game. They do the damage. They has all the damage. Alright, so that Stun Lancer should be right here. I think if we move up Vio, then we've got the flank shot. We take it. That's another Advent donkey down.
I need a weapon.
Okay, that's fine. You can take some shots at Friend Aid. I'll allow it. Alright, next up. If I get here, we do have a shot at the Advent Grenadier. But we need to reload, so that's not gonna work. So let's go ahead and take the reload. And we'll just hold what we got. We'll go into Overwatch in case the Grenadier moves. Elijah, not a whole lot that you can do either, so we'll go ahead and move up. We'll reload and move up. Just for the time being. Yeah, the heavy gunner is high in damage, but usually lower in accuracy is the drawback. We got friend aid again. Probably gonna make the kill shot on this, or at least certainly gonna try. Only 57%. Chat, do we clinch the kill with a grenade, or do we take the 57%? Nah, we still got more grenades, and we got a rocket launcher. I think we clinch the kill with a grenade. Better to make sure. Because what I don't want him doing is getting any bright ideas about using a grenade himself.
The remaining civilians,
Oh.
and there are no other hostile contacts on the scope. Good work out there.
Well, apparently the Chosen does not show up. They were talking about the Chosen, but that's... I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that. Alright. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. That was a decent performance. Let's see. We had Vio with 75% accuracy, kill stealer. Finished off the most enemies previously damaged by others. There you go. Vio is the kill stealer. Let's see. We got Elijah out here. 4 for 4. Overall accuracy, 100%. Outstanding work, Elijah. Got the heavy hitter, dealt the most critical damage. Wanton destruction caused the most environmental damage. Overqualified, got the most kills relative to their rank. Let's see, we got... Oh, well, there you go, Friend Aid. Yeah, you know what? I think Friend Aid was the MVP on this one. Another 100% accuracy, moved 99 tiles. Close range, dealt the most damage at close range. Imagine that. Yeah, there's something about 8 damage directly to the crotch. That was probably the clincher right there. You got more wanton destruction, somehow tied for the most damage, and also tied for overqualified, got the most kills relative to their rank. And then we got crew card. Overall accuracy, or I'm sorry, Overwatch accuracy is 0%. Shot accuracy was 75. Got most exposed, ended their turn with sight on the most enemies, and most assists, dealt the most damage that did not result in a kill. Ouch. Ouch. That's okay though, crew card contributed. He may not have been the MVP, but those shotgun blasts were putting in work. Those shotgun blasts were doing work. Main character energy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just saying.
Advent officials revealed today's maneuver by
That was an outstanding mission, chat. Flawless victory. Nobody got hurt. Crew card crew card dodged the faceless, which would have been the one attack that I was actually worried about. So that was an outstanding performance. Outstanding performance.
Good work out there, Commander. The aliens must be getting nervous by now.
Look at that. Promotions all around. All around. You love to fucking... Look at the reflection on these shades, though. Look at that. That is... I didn't even notice that, but that is some bitchin' reflection. Man, we got all kinds of stuff. We rescued 11 civilians. We got the loot. Plus, we got sectoid trooper corpses, drone wrecks. We got a lot of good stuff on this mission. And we got the data cache, so we can decrypt that for, this is a science project, but it'll give us intel. And then we got some new autopsies.
You and your crew have dealt another
Monthly
serious
supply
blow
reward
to the
increased in
aliens'
West
efforts
Asia.
today,
Income increased
Commander.
by 33
Impressive
supplies.
work.
Out fucking standing. Yes, I know we're low on supplies. Thank you. Alright, what do we got? Promotions all around. We got an unstaffed engineer. Do we? I could swear we already had people working on that. There we go. Now we don't have an unstaffed engineer. We got some stuff in the bestiary, or bestiary, if you're English. I'm not. I'm fucking American. We won the war, goddammit.